Good evening and welcome to CentralWisconsinSports.net live stream of girls high school basketball from Marathon. We are live in the Marathon High School gym as they get set to take on the Assumption Royals in a Merriwood South contest, which will go a long way towards determining who will likely be the conference champions this year. This is the second meeting of the two teams. There was a game back on the 1st of December where Marathon put it to the Assumption girls like hasn't happened in a very long time. Brian, I know that you were part of that broadcast, and the final score of that ended up being 15 points, but that game wasn't nearly that close. When it was starters for both teams, there was a point in the end of the first half where Marathon was ahead probably by 25 points at one point in that game.
Yeah, no, it was an interesting game to cover, but I don't think that Marathon could play a much better game than they did against Assumption the first time around, and so we'll see how each team kind of makes adjustments. For Assumption, I think that they will probably be much more competitive this time around.
All right, and then we do have one big point when it comes to that, and we'll do that right after our national anthem.
Good evening, and welcome to tonight's Merriwood Conference basketball matchup between the Assumption Royals and the Marathon Red Raiders. At this time, we ask everyone to please rise for the presentation of colors and the national anthem.
Nice job on the national anthem by the Marathon High School band as we
presentation of the colors and the national anthem. We're getting ready for our starting lineups right now, which will be brought to you by Roger Krieger Insurance. As the colors are clearing the gym floor right now. Again, the 12-1 Marathon Red Raiders hosting the Assumption Royals coming in.
There you see the colors leaving the floor here. Again, the Marathon band doing a nice job on our national anthem live on CentralWisconsinSports.net, a stream of girls basketball Merriwood South competition. Starting lineups going to be announced here, and we mentioned before the anthem that there is one big change in this game, and the Assumption Royals starters being announced right now. That's number 10, Mason Krings, who starts at guard. Another guard is number 20, Autumn Linsmeyer. And the third guard position, 24, Macy Zerflu. She's the point guard. There's Gina Grunhofer, number 32. And number 54, Olivia Skibbon. All senior starting lineup for the Royals. And the big difference in that first game between these two teams that happened on the 1st of December in this game is that team leader and senior and starter and all-conference player last year, Natasha Honke, injured her knee against Neiman before the first of the year and is out for the season. In fact, she's that lady that is a nice young lady that you see there dressed in the black cheering on her teammates. Now, you hear that there's an all-conference player out, for a very good basketball team. Of course, that's going to have an impact. Natasha Honke had 15 points the first time that these two teams played each other. But if Marathon has, they have many strengths, but the first one would be depth. And they pretty much have not missed a beat since Natasha's gone out of the lineup, and that's a credit to how many players put in that extra work for the Marathon Red Raiders. You see their starters out there now, J.C. Bloom and Amanda Kind, Olivia Moret, Morgan Raku, and Julia Anderson, starters for the Marathon Red Raiders. Okay. And here we go, opening tip. Game that will go a long way towards determining the champion in the Marywood South girls basketball 2015-16 season. Tip goes to Marathon. Assumption coming out in their man-to-man defense, who play man-to-man pretty much exclusively, although you may see a wrinkle or two tonight depending on what happens. There's Morgan Raku got free on the baseline there, but kind of mishandled the pass and touched by an Assumption player with their foot on the line. So the Red Raiders will maintain possession.
It's probably going to be important for Assumption to get off to somewhat of a fast start here tonight, just to build the confidence. I mean, everybody's aware of what happened in their last game. You kind of want to get the taste of that out of your mouth as probably as soon as you possibly can.
And that's Morgan Raku, who drives the right side of the lane. The first basket for Marathon puts them ahead with the early lead, 2-0. Now the Royals with the ball. Mason Krings for three. And misses, and the Red Raiders come down with that rebound. One of the things that I noticed when the Royals had the ball is if Marathon has one thing that they probably could change about their lineup is they lack a little bit of height, but they usually make up for it with athleticism and speed and just
and depth.
Right, depth and good fundamentals. But you'll notice that Morgan Raku, who is a guard, was guarding Gina Grunhofer that last possession. So Morgan, an excellent player, probably the best defender that the Red Raiders have, and she draws the assignment of last year's Player of the Year in the Marywood South, Gina Grunhofer. And on cue, Gina makes her first basket of the game and gets the Royals on the board. 3-2 now.
Apparently a travel there by Olivia, although I'm not sure that I saw it.
Well, I will say that the officials a lot closer than we were, and had a pretty good view of it.
That's true.
Yeah. One of the what a nice basket by Olivia Moret there.
Yeah, really nice move.
One of the challenges that the Royals have had all season.
Linsmeyer.
Wow, what a nice feed inside from Autumn Linsmeyer with a nice finish there and the foul. And that foul's on Julia Anderson. But I was mentioning before, the Royals tend to get in foul trouble a lot. And Gina Grunhofer is the one that ended up with that first foul against the Royals. So something to watch both ways would be foul trouble, but usually a bigger problem for the Royals. 5-5 now after Autumn Linsmeyer completes their three-point play. And then a little pressure defense from the Royals. I think more of an unforced error from the Marathon Red Raiders there as they throw it out of bounds. So now a little full court pressure from the Red Raiders. Just man. Another turnover by the Royals there. Unable to handle the ball in the post. J.C. Bloom misses the three-point shot there, and Royals with the rebound. It's Gina Grundhofer. Boy, with a nice runner down the left-hand side. It's Gina Grundhofer definitely has a shooter's touch, and you can see it right there. Just the way the ball lands softly into the net. She takes a shot. Boy, goodness. Nice drive and finish for Morgan Rockwell. 7-7. 15-minute mark now in the first half of Marywood South girls basketball here on CentralWisconsinSports.net. Autumn Linsmeyer again taking the ball to the basket aggressively. Fouled by Raku. Autumn will have 2 free throws.
This game already has a much different feel than that first contest because Assumption really struggled offensively through the entire game, and it's good to see that they've come out here being aggressive to the hoop and they're making some shots. We got a 7-7 game here.
Now we've got Gracie Wendell's coming into the game for the Royals. Allison Stieber into the game for the Red Raiders. Again, you'll see lots of substitutions for Marathon. They use that deep bench to their advantage. All right, Autumn makes 1 of 2, and the Royals take a slim 1-point lead, 8-7. You know, I think one of the reasons that there is a different feel to this game, Brian, is you'll notice that Assumption is not pressing, and I've been watching Assumption girls basketball for probably a dozen years, and I don't know if I ever remember them not pressing to open a game, but that's one of the reasons that that game got so out of hand for them on that game in December in Assumption. Morgan Rocky with another nice finish on the inside. Put the Red Raiders ahead. But with Marathon's athleticism and speed, they kind of ran right around the Royals' press, and it kind of led to that lopsided score in the first half of that game. Missed shot by the Royals, and rebound. Again, more substitutions for the Red Raiders. Here comes Brooke Balls. And J.C. Bloom back into the game. Amanda Kim, too, after a quick blow for the 2 starters. Nice inbound play. Back pick. And Macy Zerflum, she finishes on the left-hand side. Seesaw affair continues. Foul on the inside there. Amanda Kim working very hard, and foul on Olivia Skiba. She hooked her with her elbow. Red Raiders willing to be patient on offense against that man-to-man defense.
Oh, look at the travel there.
Yeah, you could feel the height of the post players on the inside. And just took a little extra step here. Mason Kring's back into the game now for the Royals.
that was a good long offensive possession for Marathon that didn't result in any points, but you got to give, I think, Assumption's defense some credit. They're really playing with some tenacity and urgency on defense.
Right, yeah. Something they lacked in the first game, and I think you see the difference. Now Mason Krings with a travel. Speaking of some pretty good team defense, Red Raiders return the favor. Olivia Moret back into the game, Morgan Raku too. That's Jeff Schneider does that well, uses his bench well, gets the girls just a couple of possession breather and keeps everybody fresh. And, the Royals actually enjoy a little bit of depth themselves when they play teams other than Marathon.
Yeah, right.
Just high-low, that a little bit too far, taken away by the Royals. Ball deflected out of bounds. The Royals will have it underneath their basket. Julia Anderson back into the game for the Red Raiders. It's pretty rare that there's a dead ball where Coach Jeff Schneider's not substituting for the Red Raiders. And that's you got to give credit to the girls. I mean, they should be used to doing it because that's the way they play all the time. But there's some continuity things that you're playing with a different girl all the time. But like I said, they get used to it.
Yeah, so, they make it work.
Yeah, what a great steal by Morgan Raku there. And then the Red Raiders turn around and turn the ball over and give it back to the Royals. Wow. You can certainly tell that these girls are know what is on the line with this game because there's a lot of unforced errors, a lot of turnovers both ways. The energy in this gym, if you can't feel it or hear it through the microphones or see it, is pretty high. Everybody's pretty amped up. The players are certainly. So they'll get settled down here in a little bit as we 12:29 remaining in the first half. Lucy Zerflu not able to convert. Middle of the lane, here come the Red Raiders. Gracie Wendels with a nice shot from the left-hand side. And Coach Schneider not real happy with how the Red Raiders have been taking care of the ball here the last couple of minutes, and figures probably a pretty good time to get a timeout here and settle down the troops a little bit.
You can see the Assumption's really working hard to get the ball into Gina Grundhofer, and why wouldn't you? She's their best offensive player and best scorer, and she's been playing really well as of late. So we'll see how that trend kind of continues. She was triple teamed on that last one and gave it up to Macy.
Yeah, and it's clear that the Red Raiders' game plan is to not let Gina Grundhofer beat them because she is at least doubled every time she gets the ball. Pretty much doesn't matter where it is in the front court. And, as you mentioned that time, there were 3 people around her. So. But you know what the coaches will tell you when there's 2 or 3 people on you, somebody's open.
I used to hear that a lot, actually.
Did you? Yeah. Were you the one that was always left open, though?
Usually, yeah. They didn't bother to guard me.
Right. There's a reason you're open, right?
Extra body on the floor, yeah.
All right, 12-9 Royals lead here as we reset after that Red Raider timeout. 12:03 remaining in the first half. We'd like to thank some of our fine sponsors here on the broadcast.
Yeah, Marshfield Clinic, Paper City Savings, Renaissance Learning, and Nakusa Port Edwards State Bank.
There's another foul on Olivia Skiba. That's her second in the first half, and that'll probably be the last you see of her. Coach Burkhauser has a pretty steadfast rule about getting 2 fouls in the first half. You let certain players, depending on who they are, break that rule. Some players you can trust with 2 fouls and some you can't. Both of those free throws made by the Red Raiders. 12-10 now. Oh, I'm sorry, just one of them. 1 of 2. Hand check foul called on Alicia Stieber, who's checked into the game now. Nice looking sophomore. been a good contributor for the Red Raiders. Royals a little unsure about getting the ball in there. Now they just get into their half-court offense. Not sure if that was a shot or a pass by Macy Zerflu. Looking at her face, I think she thought it was tipped, but and the officials confer, and one of them believes that it was. So the ball remains with the Royals.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if Macy was just expecting the contact and it didn't really come, but it apparently was tipped out of bounds. So
it was an odd flight to the ball. I couldn't tell whether it was tipped or not, but and a nice inbound pass to Macy Zerflu, and for some reason finishes with the left hand, and that draws the foul on the Red Raiders. And that's going to be Morgan Raku's second foul. We'll see if Coach Schneider has a rule about how many fouls you can play with in the first half. Macy Zerflu converts that three-point play with that free throw, giving the Royals a 15-10 lead now. What a nice drive and finish there by Julia Anderson. Looking inside to Gina Grunhofer, that not there, and now back into their half court. There, Grunhofer's got it on the right wing, puts up a three, misses. Nice rebound by Mason Krings, puts it back with the left hand. Extends the Royal lead to 5 again now, 17-12. 10:45 remaining in the first half. And then some good defense by the Royals forces J.C. Bloom over and back. Got all the way over and just put her left foot back over the line.
Sometimes you wonder about just that token pressure where you've got somebody kind of shadowing the ball as it comes up the court, but in an instant like that, it actually created a turnover.
Yeah, it does, and that's why you do it, and that's why Marathon is doing the same thing to Assumption right now. Yeah. You know, because pressure is a thing that has an effect over time too. It makes you weary, at least mentally. An offensive foul called on Macy Zerflu. So, of course, that'll be no basket. Red Raiders will head the other way with it. I don't know, of course, the Royal fans don't see it that way, but I thought she was set pretty well there. I was not surprised that was called an offensive foul.
Yeah, I think I have to agree with you there. It's an aggressive drive, but...
Yeah. And again, it happened right in front of the official.
Yep.
And now another hand check foul out front by this crew. Mason Krings with her first foul. Now Olivia Moret with a three-point attempt from the left side. Rebound comes down to Mason Krings, and here come the Royals again. Autumn Linsmeyer gets it back to Macy Zerflu, who goes inside with Gina Grunhofer, who travels down in the post. And Morgan Raku back into the game with those two fouls. So we'll certainly have to watch and see how careful Morgan is. Although I'm not sure if that's in her vocabulary.
I don't think it's in her DNA. Yeah, she's a spark plug, and she goes 100 miles an hour everything as she does.
Very aggressive. Very good player. Fun to watch. Brooke Walls, who throw from the left side in the middle of the lane and use the backboard because that's your friend and draws the Red Raiders within 3.
That was a really good defensive set there for Assumption too, but she broke free and was able to convert.
Yeah, a runner in the lane you would consider to be a fairly difficult shot. Macy Zerflu is going to try one, and now she gets fouled. And that fouls on Amanda Kind. That's her first of the game. Each team with 5 team fouls now. Macy Zerflu misses the first, her free throw. Jolynn Frisch checking into the game for the Royals. Macy able to make the second of her free throws. 4-point lead now for the Royals, 18-14. 8:45 remaining, first half. Morgan Raku takes a 3-point shot, rebounded by Olivia Moret. And Jolynn Frisch was on the line down there, so the ball remains with the Red Raiders. To find Morgan Raku on the baseline, and Jolynn Frisch steps in front of that pass. So the Red Raiders are really aggressive on defense. There's no easy passes or shots or anything. And Gina Grunhofer takes it in from the left-hand side. She ends up being fouled. I believe that's on Olivia Moret.
Give Macy a lot of credit on that play. She drove in, drew the defense to her, and got it to Gina.
That was Morgan Raku got that foul, and that is her third of the half. Coach Schneider not pleased with that call. He says spark plug was the word that you used to describe Morgan, and that certainly is fitting, but my guess is the last 8:05 of this half, you're not going to see any more
yeah, that's a big loss for them. If it ends up that she doesn't play for the rest of this half.
And Gina knocks down a couple of free throws. Gina Grunhofer, 6-point lead now for the Royals. Now an offensive foul called against the Red Raiders as Jolynn Frisch gets in front of. Afraid Jolynn may have banged her head though, so she's okay. That's the second foul on Amanda Kind. Wow, there's some key players for the Red Raiders who are in foul trouble. And I would consider foul trouble having 2 in the first half.
Sure.
Especially now that we've gone to these halves.
Which we both love.
Yeah, we absolutely do, don't we? Oh,
and Moret.
No, another foul on Olivia Moret now. It's going to be Olivia's first foul, but that puts the Royals in the bonus. So Autumn Linsmeyer is going to step to the line. Chance for a 1-and-1. 18 fouls now, and the second on Olivia Moret.
1-and-1 with 7:40 left, leading by 6.
Autumn not able to hit that first free throw. Boy, you certainly can't see the difference with Morgan Raku not being in the game right now. She's the point guard, the floor leader, the general, the one in charge, and they certainly miss her presence right now.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how they cope with her being on the bench.
Oh, Coach Schneider calls a timeout. just before one of his players, Julie Anderson, breaks free. He had been calling for it for some time. If you happen to be a Marathon Red Raider fan and say, why would you call a timeout when you have somebody driving to the basket? But to Coach Schneider's credit, he was trying to get that timeout well before it was called from the official. But he could see the reason that Coach Schneider wanted that timeout is he could see that the Red Raiders were a little bit scattered. We talked about, with their floor leader, Morgan Raku, not being in the game right now. Take a timeout and get the troops settled down. Remind them that, hey, they have a lot of experience and, that they've done this before. And I'm sure they've been in situations where Morgan hasn't been on the floor. So just settle down and take care of business.
Yeah, I think if from Assumption's perspective, you have to be really happy with the way that this started. Like I said, I thought it was important for them to get out to a relatively fast start. It's 20-14 right now with 7 minutes and 6 seconds left. Offensively, they've just been really aggressive. I mean, these fouls are happening for a reason from Marathon. It's because of the aggressive play, especially I would think Macy Zerflu and Autumn Linsmeyer have been making some plays in the paint. So a really, really good start here for Assumption, and I think Marathon just kind of has to weather this storm a little bit.
Yeah, just keep it here, keep it a 6-point, 4-point cushion going into the half, and then you'll get Morgan Raku back on the floor in the second half, and it will feel more normal again. But all right, Red Raiders. Remember, we're driving on the left-hand side of the lane when that timeout was called, so they'll get it underneath the basket. Olivia Moret with a nice catch on the inside.
Anderson.
And a miss, and then Royals forgot to box out, and Julie Anderson splits two of them, gets a nice rebound and a putback. Gina Grunhofer misses a three, and the ball goes off of Autumn Linsmeyer's hands. Back to the Red Raiders.
On the other end of the court, that was really good defense by Gina Grunhofer there, just putting her hands up, establishing a base and not fouling. But unfortunately, as you mentioned, the rebound kind of snuck through to Julia Anderson, who finished it off there.
It was an effort play on Julia's behalf. She deserved the basket. Very nice move by Olivia Moret against Gina Grunhofer, and all of a sudden the Red Raiders are within two. 20-18. Autumn Linsmeyer with a miss. Another rebound by Mason Pins. Her shot blocked by Olivia Moret, and here come the Red Raiders with momentum. Ooh, and then a travel. It just means there have been more travels called in this game than there usually are in a varsity game. Yeah.
I think you're correct.
Yeah, and I think that has a lot to do with the nerves, of the girls and them knowing, what's at stake here. Now, Coach Grunhofer, or Coach Burkhauser, talking to Gina Grunhofer on the floor, calling this timeout. Much like that timeout was a good one that Coach Schneider called, settled them down. They scored two quick baskets, climbed back into the game. And Coach Burkhauser seeing an opportunity that his Royals are a little kind of discombobulated right now, and the timeout being a good idea. 6:03 remaining in the first half. Live on CentralWisconsinSports.net from Marathon High School, Marywood South girls basketball action. And I know when we're in a timeout, it's when you like to thank those sponsors on our
Yeah, we definitely do. So sponsoring this broadcast are Marshfield Clinic, Paper City Savings, Renaissance Learning, and Nakusa Port Edwards State Bank. Thank them for their support throughout the season. And our next broadcast will be tomorrow night as the boys of Assumption take on this Marathon Red Raider team. So we'll be in Wisconsin Rapids at Assumption High School to broadcast that, so be sure to tune in for that.
A big win by the Assumption boys on Tuesday night against Pittsfield.
Yeah, it was huge.
In second place.
A very low-scoring game. But
yeah, sure was. So look for a good contest tomorrow night here between the boys at these two schools. All right, now after the timeout, Coach Schneider changing up his defense here, going to a zone defense. Shot there. Ooh, nice weak side rebound by Jolyn Frisch, not able to convert the putback. And here come the Red Raiders. Wow. A foul on Macy Zerflu there. I mean, she bumped her a little bit, but wow. That's her second foul. Macy's second foul. So the floor general for the Royals now looking at needing to play carefully and not pick up that third foul, like Morgan Raku's done for the Red Raiders.
And that definitely was a factor in that first game when both Macy and Gina ran into foul trouble, and that's difficult to recover from for Assumption if those two players are
now a
on the
turnover
bench.
forced by the Royals, coming the other way. Haven't scored in a while here. Royals looking to get a basket conversion here. Adam Linsmeyer with travel, a little extra step. 5 minutes remaining now in the first half of this contest. Good defense by the Royals, stopping Kind. And Jolynn Frisch with some nice straight-up defense and causes Olivia Moret to miss that shot. Comes down with the rebound. Boy, now we've got both coaches asking questions of the referees here. I don't have an official time of how long it's been since the Royals have scored in this game, but it's been
a while.
time.
Yeah.
A nice pass from. Nice pass from Macy Zerflu to the weak side block, Gina Grunhofer. And I don't know if there was a little contact on that play or not, but anyway, Gina must have shuffled her feet and called for traveling.
It looked to me like she made the move to go to the basket and had the contact and then came down, which would have been a traveling at that point, but that the contact happened earlier. I think that's what she was expecting.
Wasn't a lot of contact. Catch and finish on the inside. Ties this game up at 20 with 4 minutes remaining in the first half. That's a 1-3-1 defense. Red Raiders are staying in. And Macy Zerflu with a three-point attempt from the left-hand side. Anderson comes down with a makes a nice pass on the inside. Alicia Stieber not able to convert. And then somehow the ball is awarded to the Royals. Three-point basket on the way from Mason Krings, but that blocked. Yeah, I thought it ended way to the right side of it. I thought there might have been some contact, so it was touched by Marathon. Stays with the Royals. Oh, another travel by the Royals.
This zone has thrown Assumption out of their game plan here, I think.
Has. You can tell that they've worked against it, but they're just kind of out of sorts. Don't know what to do against it. Okay, now the ball tipped out of bounds by the Royals. Gracie Wendels checks back into the game for the Royals. The energy and atmosphere is building here at Marathon High School Gym, is it not?
Tie game here, 2020.
Linsmeyer almost causing a turnover. And now an over and back called against the Red Raiders. Wow.
A lot of turnovers.
We've had more turnovers than points in this game, and especially in the last 5 minutes of the game.
Yeah, there have been an inordinate amount of turnovers.
But you don't have Macy Zerflu and Morgan Raku into the game with the point guards for both teams. And now Allison Stieber called with an excuse me foul. Autumn Linsmeyer going to head back to the free throw line. Chance to break this tie with a 1-and-1. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that foul was on Allison Stieber. .228 remaining in the first half.
They just can't get off 20.
No, Autumn again misses the front end of a 1-and-1 free throw opportunity. There's a nice rebound on the inside by Amanda Kind. And that foul called on the Royals against 14, Gracie Wendels. Kind with an opportunity, 2 free throws to break the tie. Not able to make the first. Ball kicked by Kind from Marathon. And for some reason not called, but then Kind ends up with a foul out of the situation. Kind able to make that second free throw though and break the tie, 21-20. Now it's going to be double bonus for Autumn Linsmeyer. Autumn will get 2 this time. And that's the third foul on Amanda Kind. Wow. 2 starters with 3 fouls in the first half for the Red Raiders. Autumn just right there, not able to get one of those free throws to go down. Kind comes out of the game. She will not probably see the floor in the remaining 2 minutes and 10 seconds of this first half. Allison Stieber checks in for her. There, Autumn Linsmeyer makes a free throw and ties it at 21.
That's the first point by Assumption in what has to be 5 minutes more, 7?
It could be all of that, yes. Oh, now a turnover, kind of an unforced one by the Red Raiders. Royals certainly were playing their pressure defense, but Gracie Wendels with the ball. And he gets rid of it. And now a turnover going the other way. Again, kind of an unforced one. What an athletic play by Autumn Linsmeyer. She blocks Allison Stieber's shot. Takes it the length of the floor. Not able to convert the basket. And Grunhofer not able to make the putback. A 3-point attempt. And here comes Grunhofer the other way. This has the feeling of like the last minute of a period of hockey.
It really does.
It not?
Yes.
All of a sudden, everybody's turned up the wick on the energy here. Jolene Frisch not able to make the bunny on the other end. Now a 3-point basket forced up by Alicia Stieber. I can tell the 2-point guards aren't on the floor right now.
Yes, it's evident.
This game has a bit of a ragtag feel to it right now. Turnover forced by the Red Raiders. And Chris Schneider calls his 32nd timeout with 33 seconds remaining. Score tied 21 first half. Assumption Royals, Red Raiders girls basketball.
Well, there's been a lot of action lately, not a lot of scoring. I mean, a lot going on.
Very scoring in this game. It's, you know, you could tell by a relatively low score in pennies apiece.
Right.
Morgan Rocker is going to check in for the last 33 seconds of this half with 3 fouls. Coach Schneider trusting Morgan that she's going to be able to. And of course, they are on offense, so that kind of minimizes your opportunity for a foul. And he's telling her, don't do anything silly, go over the back. So they're just probably going to run the clock the last 33 seconds and take the last shot and try and go into the halftime with the lead. All right. Red Raiders set to inbound the ball now. 33 seconds. Kind of surprised that Coach Schneider's used, I believe he's used 3 timeouts in the first half here. And a game that looks to be close. I wonder if he'll be looking for those at the end of the second half. The Red Raiders willing to be patient, run some clock here. Probably looking for the last shot. Get it out of the corner. And a couple of shots added at the end there. Morgan Reku with a nice rebound on the inside, not able to get the putback. And we will remain tied 21 apiece here. Assumption Royals and the Marathon Red Raiders in a game that's going to be very pivotal as to who ends up being called the conference champion at the end of the season. So stay tuned. After a 10-minute timeout here for halftime, it's going to be an exciting second half.
Yeah, we'll mention our sponsors one more time here and do some math and get some stat totals to you. So the sponsors of this broadcast are Marshfield Clinic, Nakusa Port Edward State Bank, Paper City Savings, and Renaissance Learning. Stick with us here on CentralWisconsinSports.net. We've got 9 minutes and 38 seconds to go before the start of the second half. We're tied here 21-21.
Ooh.
The Marathon Future Business Leaders of America appreciate everyone who participated in tonight's 50-50 raffle. The winning number is 6415824. Once again, the winning number is 6415824. Come to the scores table to collect your winnings.
Right, you are looking on your screen at a live stream of girls high school basketball halftime from Marathon High School, Marathon, Wisconsin. 1:30 remaining in our halftime. Score is tied 21-21, and you know, one of the reasons that, Brian, you're streaming this game on CentralWisconsinSports.net is because these teams have had a history of playing close games with each other. It's been some seesaw back and forth, usually a conference championship on the line, although Marathon has had the upper hand, winning the last 4 contests, and the last one on December 1st in Wisconsin Rapids at Assumption by 15 points, although the game wasn't even really that close. But this contest, I'm not sure we would call it a fine display of basketball by either team. Unofficially, we have each team for 11 turnovers in the first half, and that's a lot of turnovers from a couple of girls basketball teams that are ranked near the top of their divisions in the state. Both teams made it to the state tournament in Green Bay last year, have a large number of returning players. The Royals have them all, and the Red Raiders have the majority of their core of girls that got them to the state tournament last year. And it seems like the girls know what's on the line here because there are a lot of turnovers, a lot of unforced turnovers, a lot of traveling calls. Seems like they're pressing a little bit.
And I think part of the turnover equation is the fact that Macy Zerflu had to come out of the game for a little bit because of fouls, and Morgan Rakeu on the other side was out for much of the first half because of foul trouble as well. So when you've got your leading ball handlers for both teams on the bench, that kind of contributes to that too. But I agree that I think the statement about the players knowing what's on the line is exactly right. There's that sort of like intensity and urgency, which sometimes results in turnovers and unforced errors.
You know, and these two teams know each other so well.
Yes.
They've been playing each other since 4th grade, friends with each other.
Yep.
They play on some of the same teams on some club ball in the summer. And this is the last time they'll get to play each other, and I think that probably has a little bit of a factor too. Of course, when your score is only 21-21 at half, you don't have a bunch of big scores. Olivia Moret leading the Red Raiders with 8 points, Morgan Rakeu with 6, and Julie Anderson with 4. Macy Zerflu opens the half for the Royals with a shot from the left baseline, no good. Leading scorers for the Royals in the first half, Gina Grunhofer and Macy Zerflu with 6 points apiece. Autumn Lindsmeyer chipped in 5. Again, 21. We just get the second half underway here on CentralWisconsinSports.net.
I think you've got to give a lot of credit to Marathon for bottling up Gina Grundhofer so far in this game. Gina missed a couple of shots, but for the most part, they've played really tough defense on her as well.
It is clear. It is clear that is the Red Raiders' plan, is to bottle up Gina Grundhofer. Now Olivia Skiba gets her foul 32 seconds into the second half. That's her third, and she immediately comes out of the game. Now there's a touch foul on Autumn Linsmeyer there. We've got two of the better players for Marathon with 3 fouls in the first half, Amanda Kind and Morgan Raku, affecting the amount of time they were able to be on the floor. It's looking to me like the benches are going to be who decides this game, and that certainly would favor Marathon because they certainly have a depth as one of their strengths. And Jolynn Fish with a turnover, kind of a forced pass by the Red Raiders. Goodness.
It's tough for both teams right now.
There are more missed bunnies in this basketball game. Neither team's going to set any records when it comes to shooting percentage in this game. Maybe on the not so good end, but Autumn Linsmeyer drops a shot there from the right side, giving the Royals a lead 23-21. First points coming a minute and a half into the half. And Morgan Raku takes it to the basket and not able to convert. Again, a short one. Wow. And of course, a lot of that has to do with the shots being contested as well as they are by each team playing defense the way that they are. Gina Grundhofer takes a 3 from out the top of the key. And the Red Raiders come down with a rebound.
Gina's shots from the outside haven't been falling so far, as there's a good defensive play
by Macy Zerflu, and they call a jump ball. And the possession is in favor of the Red Raiders. Another foul. Jolynn Frisch down on the baseline on the drive by Olivia Moret.
So that's 3 fouls so far in Assumption. We're at 15:50 mark here in the second half.
Just over 2 minutes gone. Oh, now a turnover by Olivia Moret. Gina Grundhofer comes up with a loose ball. Now another shot inside by Jolynn Frisch. That's not the fourth on Raku, is it? Well, Olivia Moret is right there, too. That's on Olivia Moret. That is her second foul. Ooh. We got nervous for the Red Raider fans as Morgan Raku was right there. That had been her 4th foul. That probably would have made an impact on the game. All right, Jolynn Frisch able to knock down her first free throw, giving the Royals a 3-point lead, 24-21. Something we haven't seen a lot of, made free throws here in this contest too. So. The Royals were 7 for 12 in the first half. A couple of those misses the front end of 1-and-1s. Some more aggressive team defense by the Royals, and then Olivia Moret with a hustle play. Gets the ball to Raku. He come up with a hustle basket. ball stolen by Olivia Moret.
Anderson with a rainbow, no good off the board.
Morgan Rocco with a nice rebound. Fouled on the putback.
She's just always around the ball. You know, I mean, makes her presence. She gets rebounds inside.
Well, I think the reason she's always around the ball, she has a nose for it, and she aggressively pursues it.
Right.
Yeah, she certainly hustles. She's not able to make her free throw. That's the second foul on Mason Krings. Gracie Wendell's going to come into the game for the Royals. As Alicia Stieber comes into the game for the Red Raiders.
Second of 2 at the construction free throw line. Off the front of the rim, rebound goes to
Okay, Autumn Linsmeyer rebounds the second missed free throw by Morgan Rocco. I don't know her free throw shooting percentage, but I'm going to guess that's a rarity that she would miss 2 in a row. So now the ball clearly hit by Marathon.
not away by Moret, which established position, straddling
And the official explained to Coach Burkhauser that Jolynn Frisch established position when she recovered the ball and then stepped over the half court. So that's the reason for the half court call.
Something of note on that last possession was that Reikyu was guarding Gina Grundhofer. So that's something to keep an eye on, maybe moving forward here.
Yeah, she started the game that way, and maybe that had contributed to the 3 fouls that she ended up in the first half, but maybe that was on a switch situation also. So now Olivia Moret drives to the basket, and automatic call on the contact. Autumn Linsmeyer real surprised that foul was on her.
I have 5 team fouls.
That's her second.
3 minutes and 58 seconds on the Royals.
Played just under 4 minutes and 25-23. Olivia Moret misses her first free throw. Now Mason Krings back into the game, checks in for Jolynn Frisch.
Misses that one.
Nice pass by Grunhofer, finding a wide open Gracie Wendell's on the left-hand side. And a high rainbow shot that goes in, gives the Royals a 4-point lead, 27-23. Nice drive by Olivia Moret, not able to make the basket, and then ball off Morgan Rocco down on the baseline.
Assumption now with a 4-point lead, which feels kind of like a lot in a game like this.
Well, considering it was 21-21 at half.
Yeah.
And long bouts for each team of not scoring, so in the first half. And, you know, the Red Raiders only scoring 1 basket thus far in the second half. As we approach 5 minutes already ticked off the clock in the second half. Yeah. Another ball tipped out of bounds by the Red Raiders. Out of bounds. Amanda Kinn back into the game now. Olivia Moret's tired. She's been working hard. She's going to get a little drink and a little rest. She'll be back in there soon. Nice inbound play by the Royals. Results in a Macy Zerflu layup from the left side. Now there's Macy Zerflu's 3rd foul of the game. Of course, Macy's going to have to come out of the game. aggressive drive down the right-hand side. It's the Royals afraid to foul, so kind of knifes through there and converts the basket, pulling the Red Raiders to within 4, 25-29, as we approach 12 minutes left in this second half. Gina Grunhofer with a missed three, but Autumn Linsmeyer with a nice rebound on the inside and then kind of corkscrews herself on the putback and not able to convert. And a jump ball on that rebound. That's going to go to the Royals. And Olivia Moret back into the game for the Red Raiders. Olivia Skiba in for the Royals. See if the Royals are able to take advantage of their height advantage that they have here against the Red Raiders. Mason Krings with a shot from the right side. Follows her shot, ends up with her rebound. Autumn Linsmeyer now from the left-hand side. Gracie Wendels knocks the ball out of bounds on the rebound. Rose Crown's going to see her first action for the Royals. And yeah, we don't keep up as well with Red Raider substitutions because there's multiple every dead ball. So, which is how Coach Jeff Schneider does it, and well, the girls seem to like it too. Stay fresh and play hard all the time. Turnover forced by the Royals there. Gina Grunhofer ahead on the left-hand side. Able to convert that and give the Royals a 6-point lead now. 31-25, 10-22 remaining in this contest.
Nothing has been easy for Gina offensively tonight. She had to even fight to get that one in, but good conversion, good finish.
You know, the aggressive defense by both teams. I mean, nothing's easy for any of them. Now there's a catch on the inside by Olivia Moret, and then a foul on Olivia Skiba. That's her fourth foul.
7 fouls now on Assumption.
She'll come back out of the game, of course.
Construction free throw line 2.
Now Macy Zerfler going to check back into the game for the Royals, where she has 3 fouls. 10-minute mark. Comes in for Rose Crowns. And the team fouls. Of course, the Red Raiders will shoot the bonus the rest of the way in this game. 7 fouls on the Royals. Just 1 team foul on the Red Raiders so far. Again, something that will certainly have a factor in this game. Whether the Red Raiders are able to make their free throws.
Yep, absolutely.
It's usually an issue between these two teams. Now Allison Stever has a foul called on her with a hold down on the bottom. The Royals will inbound. Raku knocking that ball out of bounds for the Red Raiders. And And the Royals trying to work that ball against the Red Raider pressure defense.
Hoffer's going to go down.
Steal by Olivia Moret, the conversion on the other end pulls the Red Raiders to within 2, 29-31. Autumn Linsmeyer with a three-point shot. Gina Grunhofer there with a timely or well-positioned rebound. Happened to be in the right spot at the right time. Puts the ball back, and now a 4-point lead again for the Royals.
In the fourth quarter.
And Mason Krings falls down on the defense, and Macy Zurflu knocks the ball out of bounds on the three-point attempt by Julia Anderson. Stay with the Red Raiders. There's a foul on.
That might be on Macy.
Ooh, they called that foul on Autumn Linsmeyer. Wow, that's her third foul.
It's a loose ball foul, and it will be bonus. They're going to the Kipper Construction free throw line.
It's that Autumn Linsmeyer's third foul, so she's going to take a little break. 8:20 remaining in this contest. Jolyn Frisch checks in for the Royals.
8-2 in the fouls in the second half. And now the referee calls. And he spots a piece of paper on the floor on the far side.
Oh, the eagle eyes of referee Tim Higgins there sees the piece of paper way over on the other side and gets it cleared so nobody slips on it. Ooh, another missed free throw by the Red Raiders. 4-point lead now for the Royals. Olivia Moret set to check back into the game for Marathon. Mason Krings with a drive along the left-hand side. A nice left hand put in, and a 6-point lead now for the Royals, 35-29. 8 minutes remaining in the second half. Amanda Kind gets the ball down on the right block and able to convert. Grunhofer triple team. She gets the ball down on the inside. Krings with a shot. And the rebound goes off of Marathon.
I tell you, I would have beat up the Assumption coach there. He was well out on the
Royals set to inbound the ball.
Oh, that's a big one.
There's a fourth foul on Morgan Reku. As Macy Zurflu drives against her. 7 minutes remaining now, so J.C. Bloom's going to come into the game for Morgan. Probably get her to about the 5-minute mark, so a couple of minutes here, I would guess. And Morgan's got that smile on her face. She just plays to play. A little surprised about that call. Thought it might have been a little light, but we play on nonetheless. There's an inbound to Grunhofer on the left-hand side. Her shot altered. J.C. Bloom not able to make the layup from the right-hand side. Ooh, now Gina Grunhofer drives on the left-hand side. The officials are going to talk. The original signal is a block. The made basket by Gina Grunhofer. And it looks like that's going to continue to be the call as the official asks Coach Schneider to remain in his coaching box, and basket's good, and Gina Grunhofer will go to the free throw line and attempt to convert the three-point play. And Gina good on the free throw, giving the Royals their biggest lead of the game, 7 points now, 38-31, 6:45 remaining. It feels like a long way from over, though, doesn't it?
It sure does.
Yeah. I'm sure it will be. Ooh. Another missed layup this half by the Red Raiders, and the Royals come down with the rebound. Boy, just Gina Grunhofer just double and triple teamed every time she gets the ball. There's a shot by Gina just inside the three-point line. And the Red Raiders come down with the rebound. Offensive foul called on Olivia Moret. I believe that's going to be Olivia's third foul. Coach Schneider wants a full timeout, saying we have got to settle things down here for the Red Raiders. Okay, now we've got substitutes coming in the game. Autumn Linsmeyer with 3 fouls. Olivia Skibble with 4 for the Royals. And Coach Schneider finally gets his full timeout. 7-point lead now for the Royals, 38-31, 6:03 remaining in this contest.
I don't think Jolyn Frisch is going to probably show up too much on the stat sheet, but she has made a couple of plays. She took the charge on that last possession, and she's had a couple of rebounds, and I mean, generally for the minutes that she's getting, she's played pretty well. So it's kind of nice for the Royals when they've got some foul trouble with their other big players. She's able to step in.
You know, we talked about the depth of both teams. You know, as we mentioned earlier on the stream, that, you know, the Royals enjoy some depth, but they certainly don't have the depth of a Marathon team. Now, maybe we're seeing the effects a little bit of Natasha Honke, who has a knee injury and is done for the year as senior leader for the Marathon Red Raiders. She scored 15 points in the contest the last time that the Royals and Red Raiders played, and you know, her leadership and, you know, being a 4-year varsity player, you're certainly going to miss her on the floor. And a game of this magnitude with the, you know, conference championship on the line in the Marywood South. So 6:03. We'll see if the Royals are a little more careful with their shot selection than they were the last couple times down the floor. But actually, the possession before, Gina had a nice and one there to put the Royals up by 7, 38-31. So looks like we're going to get a little pressure here. Nope, Red Raiders going to drop back in. And the man defense. Well, looks like they're going to be in their 1-3-1. Getting pressure way out top to begin with.
Looking to trap.
Getting it down to the corner where the Red Raiders want to get them so they can get a trap, but the Royals doing a pretty good job passing the ball over the top of that 1-3-1 right now. There's a near turnover, and oh my, how fortunate for the Royals that Gina Grunhofer is on the back side of that and just happened to be open on the block, and Autumn Linsmeyer finds her, and now a 9-point lead, 40-31 for the Royals. Well, I tell you, the shooting percentage for both the teams not great in this contest, but for Marathon, they have not shot the ball well in the second half. And Coach Schneider, sensing that this one could get away here if we don't do something soon, has got put Morgan Reku back into the game. Should be checking in after this foul is called on J.C. Bloom. That's her third foul of the game. It's 16 fouls now on the Raiders and 8 on the Royals. And a lot of people always look at that, the disparity in fouls, but it always seems to even out.
Yeah.
At some point in the half, whatever half that happened to be. Macy Zerflu. Nice skip over the drive up the middle and converts. Now giving the Royals an 11-point cushion, 42-31, 4:40 remaining. You mentioned it earlier in the stream. There was a 15-point win by the Red Raiders on the 1st of December, but you mentioned how well Marathon had shot the ball. They're not shooting it well tonight, and you see the difference. Olivia Skibber with 4 fouls has to let Olivia Moret score that basket from the right block there, bringing the Red Raiders to within 9 as we just creep under the 4-minute mark in the second half.
I think it's key for Assumption to stay patient on offense here. This defense kind of invites you to take some longer shots or shots that you might not want to as they work it into Olivia there and create a turnover.
I think that's what you were talking about, really. What was the purpose of that pass into the block? And now a little fork and back. JC Bloom with a that brings the Red Raiders to within 6, 42-31, 3:21 remaining in the contest. Now, those of you that have been following this rivalry for a number of years will remember 2 years ago when we were streaming here on CentralWisconsinSports.net, and in a real improbable comeback, JC Bloom hit a big 3 with just seconds left in the game to tie up the contest, if I remember correctly here. Yeah. And then after that, then there was a turnover and a real quick layup, and the game ended up being tied, and then Red Raiders end up going on to win that game. But still a 6-point cushion here for the Royals, 42-36. And you were mentioning that you expected the Royals to be patient. They weren't, and then you see what the end result ends up being here. So shot selection will be really key for Assumption down the line here in the remainder of this game. And the Red Raiders pressure defense, because they're certainly going to turn up the whip, that 1-3-1. Would imagine they'll stay in it, although it looks like we're going to get some full court pressure here now. Red Raiders to within 4, 42-38. And now the Royals just have to be really careful and get a good look here. There's momentum clearly on the side of the Red Raiders, and another turnover or another empty trip for the Royals. The Red Raiders already back in the game, but they certainly will be if that were to happen.
Yeah, it's amazing just like that. Just a couple of plays, a turnover here, and a quick basket on the other end, and all of a sudden Marathon, you can feel the momentum shifting in their favor.
And the rebound comes down to the Raiders, and Alicia Stieber not able to convert, and here come the Royals. As we approach 2 minutes left to go in this contest. Royals patient on offense, looking for a layup here, and mostly to burn some clock. Well, it's harder to play defense than it is offense. You can kind of see it, the Red Raiders here a little bit. The Royals are being very careful with the ball. And Red Raiders getting kind of tired. Oh, and there's the foul that Coach Schneider was looking for. And on Julia Anderson, it'll send Autumn Linsmeyer to the line.
That was a really good possession there by the Royals. It'll be all the better if Linsmeyer is able to hit these free throws.
Yeah, they burned over a minute of clock there on that possession. And now Coach Brickhauser going to put Gracie Wendels back into the game for defensive purposes, with Olivia Skiba having 4 fouls. And I'm guessing Coach Schneider told his girls to foul Autumn Linsmeyer because of her free throw shooting woes in the first half. But Autumn is a pretty good free throw shooter and just knocked that one down there to extend the lead back to 5 for the Royals with 1:12 remaining in the contest. But as we've seen with these two teams over years past, a minute 12 is a long time left in this contest. So
yes, it is.
We've had some crazy finishes in this rivalry.
Well, we'll mention our sponsors one more time. Sponsoring this broadcast tonight, Marshfield Clinic, Nakusa Port Edwards State Bank, Renaissance Learning, and Paper City Savings. So thank you for your support of live streaming right here on CentralWisconsinSports.net.
Well, you know, you like to pick games that are going to be competitive, and a lot of people will want to see on the site here. And the first one kind of disappointed, but this one certainly hasn't.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, to be fair, that was a game early in the season, you know, between two really good teams. And you can, I think the difference between that game and this game is just a little bit more experience and a little bit more time on the court or whatever. But you can see that, I mean, Assumption obviously came out. They knew what they had to do. And for the most part, I think they've been pretty successful in executing their game plan. You know, still, like you said, a minute and 12 in a lot of games might not seem like a lot, but the's still a lot of time left to go here on this one, too.
You know, up to this point in the game, a lot of things for the Red Raiders to consider. First of all, you have a 4-year starter, team leader, senior Natasha Honke right in the game. Nothing you can do about that. They have missed a ton of shots in the second half, and they haven't shot free throws real well. So if you look at things that you maybe would like to do differently. Now, the Royals going to be in half-court pressure here. No, not even that. They're backing all the way up, and they're going to make just going to play some strong half-court defense and make the Red Raiders work for a basket here. Macy Zerflu seems to be surprised on her 4th foul being called on her. J.C. Bloom drives the lane. Should be shooting the bonus. 58 seconds remaining now. Rebound real important here. J.C. knocks down the first free throw and they get the bonus. Brings the Red Raiders within 5, 39-44. Now it's a 4-point lead. She makes the second free throw. This free throw shooting going to be a thing for the Royals here too. It's going to be Coach Schneider's approach here to make the Royals make their free throws. J.C. Bloom fouling right away on the inbound catch there, Macy Zerflu. And now 10 fouls on the Red Raiders, so Royals will get a double bonus for the remainder of the contest. Table making sure that the referees know that it is double bonus and that Macy Zerflu will get 2 shots. And Macy misses the first. Just the second foul on J.C. Bloom, so no concerns there. And Macy knocks down the second, which seems to be her MO tonight, making the second free throw. So 5-point lead now for the Royals. 50 seconds remaining. Royals trying to apply a little bit of pressure, make sure that the Morgan Raku hits an NBA three with 43 seconds remaining, 42.6 seconds remaining. And now that brings the Red Raiders to within 45-43. And you mentioned it during the last time out there. This game is a long way from over.
Yeah, absolutely. And that was a long distance. That was from Stewart Avenue in Wausau.
Yeah.
That was a long three. A nice shot there by Reikio.
But, that's what you're going to get out of a four-year varsity player. Morgan played some varsity, when she was a freshman, and she's been in big situations. I mean, this team has been to state before. There's not going to be a lot of things that she doesn't see, and she knows that, she's a leader on the team, and her team needs a big basket, and she steps up and drills it. It's one of the great things that you love about high school sports is opportunities like that, and then to go ahead and seize the moment.
Well, I think, as you mentioned before, too, it's going to be crucial for the Royals to first possess the ball, get the ball in bounds, possess it.
Which has been a problem for them here.
And then also hit the free throws because it's obvious that they're going to be fouled once they do get it in bounds. So it'll be imperative that they hit these free throws.
Completely mathematically challenged because they gave 2 shots, said there were 10 fouls. I only had 8. Now the scoreboard has 8. That means that point should be right across the floor. 45-43, inexplicably nobody went down.
So Macy Zerflu shot 2 free throws on what the table said was a double bonus, but now as we look up at the board, there's only 8 fouls on the Red Raiders. Now the officials are talking about whether this is a correctable error or not.
And is it?
Well, you can go back and correct. The clock can start one time, then you can go back and correct the error. It starts 2 times, then you cannot.
That would be huge because instead of being 2-point game, it'd be 1-point game.
I guess I was surprised too when I all of a sudden Marathon had 10 fouls. I knew they had fouled, but it didn't seem like they.
Well, it seemed like they stopped. They rang the buzzer to make sure they knew that
Managing this situation. We should point out whatever the result of this is going to be. That was the table that told the officials that it was all double bonus.
I should say the Assumption Royals got a point they shouldn't have.
I guess.
So they're going to leave it the way that it is.
I don't know what we're going to do right now.
Scoreboard doesn't change. Again, 42.6 seconds remaining in the contest. Now the Royals looking to get the ball in bounds. And Gina Grunhofer gets it, looking to get fouled. There's Gina, like an 80% free throw shooter. Dangerous pass to Mason Krings. And now a shot taken by the Royals. Scramble for the ball on the floor, and it's going to be a jump ball situation. The possession goes towards Marathon. 26.7 seconds remaining. 26.7 seconds remaining. Royals lead by 2.
Red Raiders have it in the fourth quarter. Bloom is trying to get to the basket.
There's a ball chipped away by Autumn Linsmeyer. 16.1 now remaining.
Marathon trailing. And the Red Raiders, ball is inbounded to Reikio. 15 seconds left.
Reikio gonna foul called on Autumn Linsmeyer there, a block that's going to send Morgan Reikio to the line. It's going to be a double bonus situation. Is she going to get to shoot too? Yes, it is 10 team fouls on the Royals. So it will be.
It is a double bonus situation. compensation for working late boots, but the score should be 44-43. They gave a double bonus when there shouldn't have been one. The first was missed. 12.4 on the clock. Red Raiders trailing by 2.
Palmley steps up and knocks down the first free throw. 45-44 now.
We are 1 point away from overtime, but it could be and should be if she makes it a 1-point marathon lead.
Second, so 45-45, all tied up now. Remember, the Royals were ahead by 11 at one point, with about 4 minutes left of this contest.
I think they're up by about 6 with 1:12 or so to go. So
And the Red Raiders have fought their way back into this game, and now there's going to be 12.4 seconds remaining. And you know you're going to get some pressure from the Red Raiders because the Royals have proven that they've had a hard time getting the ball in bounds and bringing it up the floor.
well, the last possession, Assumption really didn't need to take a shot there. They could have waited to be fouled, but they did take the shot and ended up with the jump ball situation. So yeah,
You could say that about a number of possessions for the Royals here in the last 4 minutes of the game. Okay, now we're going to get we got a little man pressure. 12 seconds, ball inbounded to Macy Zerfu. 1-3-1 trap, all over the Mason Krings. 5 seconds remaining now. Macy Zerfu puts up a shot and is fouled. There's 1 second left on the clock. 1 second left on the clock. 45-45. Macy Zerfu with 2 shots here. Chance to give the Royals a lead. Huge free throw by Macy. 46-45. And, well, you know, the Marathon fans are not going to be happy about that extra free throw that Macy Zerfu got. Wow. And Macy misses the second.
but doesn't hit the rim.
Did not hit the rim.
That's what they're saying.
I think she was trying to miss it on purpose. Maybe?
Yeah, I think she was.
Yeah. And now there's .3. There was 1 second. They're trying to put 1 second
It
back
should be
on the
1
clock.
second on, I would think. Yeah.
They're going to put 1 second back on the clock.
Yeah, not 1/5 second. We've had enough miscues here already.
Now they go back to 3 seconds.
That's
There was only 1 second left.
it really should only be 1 second.
Now they're trying. Now it's .1.
There
we go. Yeah. This is a big spot for scorekeepers and bookkeepers too.
Right.
So, all right, 1 second, and Red Raiders going to need a miracle shot here to pull this one out.
Pass goes inbound.
And the ball gets thrown out of bounds. They wouldn't even get an attempt at it. Ooh. And Amanda Kim feels bad about that, that's for sure.
Still should be 3 seconds.
They put 1 second back up on the clock. So.
Corrected, they put 1 second on the clock. This clock has had more changes. The daylight saving time. Inbounded.
And that's the game. What a weird game.
What a crazy ending to that ball game. A lot of game administration situations and opportunities. And so 46-45, the Royals win this by 1. And Macy Zerfu making the second of a non-double bonus situation, I guess would be the best way to put it. She was given 2 free throws and not supposed to. The Royals come away with that victory here on CentralWisconsinSports.net. Well, we'll have to watch the rebroadcast of this one, huh?
Absolutely. Again, we want to thank our sponsors, Marshfield Clinic, Nakusa Port Edwards State Bank, Renaissance Learning, and Paper City Savings. So Assumption comes away with a 1-point win here at Marathon, 46-45. I believe both teams have 1 loss now in the conference.
In the Merriwood South, yes. Uh-huh.
So, yeah, again, it'll be interesting to see how things kind of play out. But a huge victory, especially, considering the way that Marathon just beat up Assumption in the first game. This is extra free throws aside and crazy
right.
clocks and everything else, they played really well tonight.
Well, and a lot of opportunities on both sides. A lot of missed shots. I mean, it's a rivalry game. Of course, the Red Raiders certainly missed the senior leadership of Natasha Honke, but there you go.
Well, again, the final score here is Assumption 46 and Marathon 45. You can catch the next live streaming broadcast right here tomorrow night, Friday, at Assumption High School as the boys team takes on Marathon. It actually seems like I should know that since we're in this gym.
Yep.
Yeah, so we'll be looking forward to that broadcast as well. Any final thoughts?
Wow. Wow. That's, high school athletics is exciting. And that one, again, it was not a great display of basketball, but I think, given everything that was on the line there, that's a part of it. Emotion and a tense situation, and that's what you get.
Yep. All right, well, thanks for joining us here tonight, and we will catch you again the next time. So once again, Assumption wins 46-45. Have a good night.